It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, sixth-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Off play action, it's Minshew. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Owens. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Ward. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll run with Chubb, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Gardner Minshew taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
These two teams all tied after 1.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Operating from the gun, Owens.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Flushed out right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw on third down, Owens. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive. Now with
Davis lost it. It's loose. And the Patriots have it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. From the gun on third down, Owens. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Patriots. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Minshew completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. That'll lead to a fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st and 10, Owens. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Owens. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Owens. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Minshew. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ballgame?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before break. Owens, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that PI call will give them 1 more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Final shot before break. Owens. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13. So let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start right here in Florida, just to the west of us, as it's a battle for Florida between Miami and Tampa Bay. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Buccaneers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Davis Mills, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Owens. And this complete to Henry over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Owens eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKinney. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw. Owens. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Minshew. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Bit of football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From the 30 on 2nd down, Minshew going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He finds his man Johnson. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Joe Williams. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKinney pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will have a Patriots 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll run on 1st down. It's McKinney.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
The tackle there by John Johnson. On 2nd down now. It's McKinney. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 106 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Owens got an open man finding Jefferson. How did he stay on his feet? And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be
incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the sack on first down, Minshew, he's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New England, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on